Hello everyone, my name is Tina and welcome to Fina Talks, a channel that's basically unsolicited TED Talks. In all honesty, this channel is going to be about me just talking about life in general and my thoughts on topics that pique my interest. And the whole reason for this channel's existence in the first place is because of the SMP that shall not be named, aka the Dream SMP. So, so it feels weird, okay? so so basically, right, it makes no sense, so I'm just gonna give a little bit of a backstory. Okay, it's a really funny story actually. So so uh so COVID, right, before COVID actually like genuinely happened in like 2019, right, at the end of it, my family was planning to move to another country, right. I used to live in Sweden, and then we were planning to move to another country, like all together, as for like the new 2020 new decade thing, right. And my mom got a new job and stuff in that country. She got a really good promotion, so we were planning on moving there. And as soon as we moved there, COVID happened. And so I'm stuck in a new country. I don't even know the language very well, and so I'm stuck there with basically nothing. And I'm in a school that I know nothing about, no one, and I don't fully understand what the hell they're talking about. I barely understand the textbooks. I can't write in the language all correctly. I can write like letters, but I can't write words. I can talk somewhat, but it was bad. Okay, so I felt alone, obviously, because and during the time I was spam watching YouTube. Doom scrolling, do like erotic bed rot, actual bed rot. And so during one of those frenzies, I also have to mention that I do like Minecraft a lot. When I was a kid, I used to watch Hermitcraft, like Grian, Mumbo, and Scar, and not Hermitcraft as well, like Crazy Craft. You remember that? So I watched Lizzie and Joel a lot as well, and so uh, because of that, my recommended was usually random YouTuber content of video games, right? Like gaming with Jen and stuff. And so, because of my previous actions, YouTube decided, let's pull her back in the 2 week Minecraft phase. Why not? 'Cause she's bored enough. So they out of nowhere recommended me Dream, like one of his manhunts with Jordan and Sam, I think, right? Like speedrunner versus 200s. I think it was that. And so, out of curiosity, I don't know what the hell speedrunning is, but it's Minecraft. You gotta click on it. So I clicked on it. I was like, I don't. And I loved it. I found it really interesting. I had no idea I could like speed run Minecraft. I thought it was gonna be like a slow game. I thought bro was gonna build a base and stuff, like with like full diamond armor, defeat the dragon. I was really confused in the beginning until he explained it, and I was like, oh shit, we can speed run this game. That's crazy. And so I started watching Dream a lot, and then out of nowhere he collabed with a silly little guy called Tommy in it. And then I watched that video, and bro, Tommy was really funny in that video. Like he was using hacks and stuff, and I found it really funny. And then I doom watched his whole entire channel, by the way, and I really loved his and Tabo's interactions and with his like high pixel shenanigans as well. I really liked it, and so. And out of nowhere, as I watched them like during quarantine, Dream starts an SMP, right? Everyone knows how this goes. And whole Dream SMP fiasco happens where Tommy joins and Tubbo joins as well. Laura happens, Jay Star, Quackity, everyone. The whole gang joins, right, with Nikki and stuff. I really loved it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, especially like teen girls, loved it as well a lot. And so basically that whole fiasco happened, right. And as much as I watched it, there was always like I watched almost everyone's POV. And since there I had like an abundance of free time because I was a very outdoorsy person. And as soon as I like had nothing to watch anymore, I doom scrolled for fan content, as one does, right? Like animations and stuff. Like, what was her name again? Satis. Yeah, I watched Satis's animations a lot, and then I watched like other people's animations and stuff that was inspired by Satis and stuff like that. And then I stumbled across an animation YouTuber who we shall call Minnie. And she was promoting her Discord in one of her videos, and I said, I'm lonely enough, might as well, So, so as a lonely child, no, I wasn't a child, but as a lonely miner, join. What does a lonely miner do? When she finds a hyperfixation and is invited to a Discord, she's gonna join it. She has no friends in the first place. so so I join it, and Minnie starts her own realm SMP, right, on Bedrock. And bro, I was addicted to that shit, and oh my god, a lot of people also joined the server. So many people joined the server, and I made so many friends through it, and we had like these insane bits, bro. Like some of us got married and shit. Like this whole bit happened, and then we started doing lore. I was the main script writer for the lore, because everyone's like, we need a script, bro. We can't improvise for shit, bro. I do not have acting experience. So we basically made like character forms and stuff like that. And so basically it was a D&D campaign that never started. We wrote like 20 pages of lore, bro, and like we never did anything. No one streamed it and anything, right? And eventually, right, I loved writing and stuff, so I focused more on writing my own little short stories, especially on Reddit. I realized a lot of like Reddit stories and stuff, and that made me lose a lot of interest in the Dream SMP and the mini SMP as well. And but it was pretty good. We're still my friends and I still talk to each other, right? Other than we had different interests, and this was a time when Genshin started getting popular. I think this was like during when Inazuma was about to come out. Not about to, like, it was like the Golden Archipelago thing, right? Like 2 point something, I think it was. I don't know. It was like Golden Archipelago in Genshin, and oh my god, we loved Genshin. I really liked Genshin, and so I watched Genshin a lot more, right? Like Ant and Toronto and stuff like that, right? But one Dream SMP creator stood out from the rest. One I could continue to watch. Well, there was a lot more than one, but one I consistently watched every time he uploaded was Tommy in it, and Techno and Quackity and Filza and Tabo and the Tommy friend group in general, right? And while I still had friends from the mini SMP and like other my friends from like Sweden and stuff, I still felt kind of alone, because Sweden and the country I was staying at had completely different time zones, so it was pretty hard. It was pretty hard, and and so I still felt a little bit lonely, and some of my friends from minis SMP were also completely different time zones. Some of them were the same time zone, but yeah, everyone was getting busy with life and stuff, so I felt really alone. And then one day I was watching one of Tommy's VODs, right, and he mentioned the little old channel called Weekly Slab, by Jay Schlatt. And he said it helped him a lot, and I was like, you know what, why not? I have way too much free time anyway, so I started watching it. I didn't expect it to actually help me, but then it did, and it freaked me out so bad. It actually helped me, and I started watching it. Like, I watched like every episode, right? I rewatched the old ones like 20 times. Like, I really loved his Inbox series. It was one of my favorites, and it it was great. And it was to the point I rewatched his videos so much, to the fact that I basically memorized all of them, to the fact I was like, maybe I should watch other channels like this. He meant like Slap mentioned it in one of his weekly Slap episodes, like how like old commentary Call of Duty YouTubers he watched, and I searched them up on YouTube, and I rewatched their content and stuff. And then Flow State got recommended to me, and like a lot of other channels that usually talk about life and stuff right? And their own experiences, right? Got recommended to me, and these like channels helped me a lot with improving myself and keeping an open mind about everything. And honestly, I can't express how much these videos like genuinely helped me. They made me feel like I wasn't alone anymore. Like like they were people who were experiencing the same struggles as me, about like how I felt a little isolated from my friends because of time zones and stuff, and that it was gonna be okay, and like relationship problems, like some of them, right? And it felt like a breath of fresh air, like a nice little hug that just reminded me, you're not alone, okay? It's okay, this will pass. It's not gonna be in the world. Everyone's experienced this, so it's okay, right? And like it's one thing from telling a story, and it's a totally different thing from saying it straight to your face. And I think like these channels have, Jesus Christ, I don't even have the words. They helped me so much, and I really want to give the same feelings that Slat and Flo did for others, you know and that is honestly the whole reason I made this channel. So that's the little story about how a goddamn Minecraft survivor multiplayer server gave me hope. It's so weird saying it out loud. And um I don't think I've mentioned this, but I used to be in a lot of streams. Actually, one of my friends was in like a Saikuno stream apparently. And like I used to hop on her stream and stuff, like a lot. And my other friends who started streaming, I used to hop on theirs. And mini streamed one time, like a cooking stream I think it was, and I hopped on. I just hopped on her like Twitch chat and started lurking and typing sometimes, right? But I was mostly lurking and stuff. And sometimes I would actually join their voice chats, and I remember one time, this is so off topic, but I remember one time I joined my friend's stream, um and I don't know what came over me. I think it was just that sleep deprived, but like I started talking about how I could technically eat socks. And like she was like, "No, please don't do this." And then so I just kept making points in how what's it called again? How like technically like socks are made from cotton, and cotton's a plant. So like technically like it's a salad, right? Like I was proving something. It was so stupid. I like Anyway, yeah. So it's been a long time since I've actually started talking to like a screen. So it's nice. It's really nice, and I wanna. I really wanna. Huge props to like JSat and Tommy and Flo for helping me and helping so many others, and uh, that's the channel introduction. Thanks for watching, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.